Hi everyone, welcome back to Rumble Station. I'm your host, Krystabel, and today we are joined by Khai, who is an up-and-coming artist and producer based in KL. He's here to talk to us about his latest release, Mad at You, as well as his other creative endeavors, and how he stays inspired and all things about Malaysian music. So let's start.
Welcome to Rumble Station.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Rumble Station. I'm your host, Krystabel, and today we are joined by Khai. Hi Khai.
Hello guys.
So Kai's clearly in Sunway Uni right now, as you can see.
Clearly it's actually
Yeah.
a virtual background of a studio now in our uni.
Yes, all the music
Yeah.
students' second home. So,
Yeah.
Khai, why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself and your music?
So hi guys, my name is Khai, and artist name by Khai Zhen, and I'm an artist, producer, audio engineer here in KL, studying in Sunway University. I help people to release songs. I do engineer for local artists or other artists who needed their songs to be produced. Or I've helped like a few artists, like Cassandra, Mary, or Christine, and Zeus. Yeah, these the few local artists that I actually helped out to produce and release their music.
Holding my phone to my chest as we reconnect, tracing your face through the pixels. You hand down my breathing with the sound of just a strumming. I wanna know you better, 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 better. Look at you, love really be messing you up, really be fucking you up, love.
And also in the meantime, I do release my own music as well. So currently I have 2 songs out on Spotify, and my main genres are mostly hip hop, chill hop, R&B, kind of like it's like a chill type of hip hop. That's my kind of genre. And I recently just released like a few music out, and the most recent one is released today. Like when I was recording this interview with Belle, it just got released. And the ones that songs with Zeus and Clary, two of my one of my most talented friends I have.
So I'm gonna ask Kai a little bit more about Mad About You, which is his latest single. It's
Oh, it's
available.
Mad at You. Sorry,
Huh?
it's Mad at You.
What did I say?
I said Mad about you.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Mad at You.
Don't worry about it. I'm mad at you.
Again, coming up with my own songs in my head. Mad at You is available on all streaming platforms, and this music video just came out on YouTube as well. It actually came out about 40 minutes before recording this interview, so I have not watched it yet. So, Kai, why don't you tell me the story behind Mad at You?
So, Mad at You, firstly, I got approached by the main artist, by the artist name of Zeauk. He reached me on Instagram and he told me like, hey, I have a demo with this artist named Clary, and they wanted to work on this song and wanted somebody to produce it and to engineer it. And I got the song, I listened to the demo, I was like, oh, I actually really like the song. As Zeus and Clary are both really talented songwriters as well, it kind of catch my attention. So I was like, oh yeah, it would be cool if I work on this. And I believe that this song would be something, I can kind of feel it. So I took over. I do a basic, not really basic, but I did like a reproduction, everything like reproduce it and kind of let everything go like in my preference. And next up, I have them coming over to the studio and arrange like a session for them. And I was like, oh my God, this turned out so well. I really liked like how the song turned out. I was like, okay, I need to take this to the next level. So like we continue our recording process. We did a little bit of production as well, like in the meantime, some corrections and stuff, and move on to mixing and mastering it. And it got released to today.
Yeah.
So I'm actually extremely thankful for like 2 of them. They gave me this opportunity to do it. And the response is really good for today. As the first day of the release, the response really well. And there are a lot of people, they reached out to me and talk about how they like the song and how they think about, and I'm actually grateful for that. Yeah. So
yeah, that's so awesome.
Really glad the song turned out pretty well. And then yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah, I listened to it and the production is super clean. Like honestly, it's really
Thank
good,
you.
really tight, solid.
Thank you so much.
Solid mastering. I was
Yeah, thank
wondering how similar was the song compared to the demo, since they wrote the song, they gave you the demo, right? how much creative liberties did you have with it?
Okay, first up, they sent to me like the song isn't well produced yet. It's just basic drums and like a basic pads kind of behind it. So everything is really simple, just vocals on simple drums on simple instrumentals. The demo kind of inspired me into a K-R&B side. It's like more towards the K-R&B genre. So I kind of produce it. I add like different synths. I add like pianos in it. I add more complex drums and bass to make it sounded really full, really complete. So I'll say the difference from for the song now and the demo is pretty different. As in the demo is really clean and it's like really simple. So my job is just to make the song sounded complete, sounded full.
Sprinkle your magic dust and make it
A little bit of magic.
yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
about the music video, did you shoot the music video?
Oh no, I didn't. We have a friend
Okay.
named Yun Hao, who's another talented guy. He's a very talented videographer. He offered to shoot the music video for us, so we took this as a collaboration, and we went to a condo place, like condominium, and we shoot it right there.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
a one-day shoot, and he is a guy with ideas as well. We did like a few meetings actually, not one, like not two, but more than that. I think around 4 meetings just to finalize the storyboard of the song.
So
Yeah,
all of
just
you
to
were
final.
really involved in the
Oh
process
yes,
of creating it.
yeah, especially Yun Hao, the videographer, and three of us, me, Zeus, and Clary. So yeah, we talked about a lot, like our ideas about the music video, like what can we do, like linear, non-linear storyboard, or like conceptual or not. Yeah, so we did a whole lot of discussions. Yun Hao gave like a lot of his ideas, and the ideas really work. So the whole MV turned out way better than my expectations and all my expectations, and we really liked it, really enjoyed it.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
shout
I'm
out to
gonna
him.
watch the full thing later. I only watched half
Yeah,
of it
sure.
before talking to Kai right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the story behind it? Since I haven't seen the full thing yet, so you can
Oh,
tell me a little
okay.
bit about it.
So basically, it's like I'll say the story is actually based on Claire's personal story. It's about like relationships. So the song is more like a guy and a girl kind of broke up, but after they broke up, they haven't get over each other. But like the girl still insists on the broke up, but the guy didn't. But they actually still like each other. So it's
Uh,
like a yeah, some a little bit drama there, a little bit of relationship story right there. We actually not making the song like really sad. The lyrics are pretty harsh in some ways, and it's not really sad as well. A little bit of anger, kind of. And the song is produced in a more like a chill hop. It's a little bit more on the upbeat side, I would say. So it's not like exactly really sad, really depressed. It's more really like upbeat and hype a little bit, especially the chorus, the last chorus of the song. It's like just a full-on vibe, full-on bop.
yeah, it's a
Yeah,
vibe.
if that's the word.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Since this your latest single is more of a collaborative project, I'm gonna talk a
Yes,
little
correct.
bit about your previous single. If correct me if I'm wrong, the most recent one was "I'm Alright," right?
Yes, correct.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Great.
it is.
So that one was fully written and produced by you.
Yep. I have two songs out now on Spotify, my solo singles. One is Can't Let You Go. I released on April this year. And the most recent one is I'm Alright, released on July this year. And both of the songs, I kind of do it all on my own, like written, produced, mix, master, everything, cover art. Yeah, yes. That's actually like kind of how bedroom producers work nowadays. We just kind of do everything by ourselves. So yeah, that's what happened to both the songs as well. Uh, let's start with I'm Alright, the most recent one. I wrote that during the pandemic, during MCO, staying at home. Yeah, like you have nothing to do, so you just kind of write songs and listen to songs as well. I can't remember which song I've listened to. When I listened to that, I kind of got inspired. It's like, oh, okay, I should go for this kind of genre. So I actually went for it and I write a song according to that kind of vibe, that kind of genre. And yeah, I'm Alright. It's more like a hip hop, but it's a very sub genre of hip hop. It's more like a sub genre. Yeah, it's like a melodic hip hop kind of chill hop a little bit. It's more slow, it's more tamed down. And I did like a switch in the end as well. It's that's like a alternative rock chorus in the second part of the song. So it's like, yeah, I just kind of went crazy on it. I went crazy on the production. I just went what's going on in my head. Maybe I could talk about a little bit backstory of it.
Sure, go
So
ahead.
so Amora is actually about a feeling. Actually, it's like the story behind the song is about relationships as well. So it's like a person who actually like left you for her own, for his or her own good, and like they treated you kind of bad and left you, and they wanted to come back to you a few months later. Although you're like you haven't get over that relationship yet, but you're kind of like, oh, I don't want to get played by you again. So if you ask me if I'm sad, I'm alright. Yeah, that's how the song. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that's kind of the backstory of it.
Oh, that's a good story. Based on personal experiences firsthand.
Yeah. But let's not talk
put you on
about
the spot. Just kidding.
Yeah, but the stuff I've written is mostly based on my personal experience, or like some of my friends' experience as well. I kind of got inspired by that. So it's not exactly all about me. It's about some of the experience I heard from other people, some of the stories I heard from other people, and I write it to my songs. So I was hoping to give like a really relatable feeling to my audiences. So it's not like the song is just exactly about me. It's like when I post it out, when I release the music, people who listens to it will actually relate to it as well. So that's my goal while I release my music.
Yeah, that's great actually. Yeah. That's every musician's goal, isn't it, at the end of the day? Because you want more people to listen to your stuff. And what's interesting is that no matter how many songs we write about love and relationships, there's still more coming. There's so many ways that you can write it. Yeah, exactly.
Those songs come in many ways.
Yeah, exactly. So it seems that you get your inspirations from many different places, and clearly you're like the epitome of an independent bedroom musician. You write the song, produce it yourself, play all the instruments, you do the cover art yourself, you get it on your streaming platforms by yourself. So I was wondering, besides influences and stories from your friends in your lyrics, is there anything else perhaps in your life as a Malaysian student, because you are a music student in KL? And you surround yourself with so many other creatives and musicians, also because you do photography, which is why I asked why you directed the music video, because I thought, oh, that's a possibility. So I was wondering how all these other influences kind of tie into your work, or if you maybe don't even think about it, just happens subconsciously.
I'll say yes, definitely. It kind of ties to my work. It's like I knew a lot of people who would like make music, definitely in school, or like what Belt said, I photographed for like some live band as well, and in those live gigs I do knew like other people as well. So yeah, like I get to know actually. I'm really grateful for this. I really knew a lot of like local artists or a lot of people who does music in those kind of environments, in like live music spaces, or like in my school, or could be a friend of a friend. And yeah, they do inspire me to make music, make a lot of music, because I do like see their grind. I do see their hustle in making to just promote their music and to make a lot of their music, create their own sound. And definitely it inspired me in some ways. It definitely like got me into like making my own music and stuff. Being a music student is what I wanted, that's for sure. And I'm really glad that I do knew a bunch of people who actually will motivate me nor support me on my musical journey, and definitely helps a lot.
It's great. Yeah, you have a really good support system around you. Even today, when your song just came out, I saw all the stories, friends reposting your song, which is really good to have. You know, I guess in like Asian kind of households in general, you know, they not everybody, not all parents are so open-minded to have their kids pursue things in the creative field, especially music. That's probably one of the least common ones, I would say. So how was it, you know, going into deciding to major in music for university? Was it met with a lot of contention with your family, or were they also really supportive?
Honestly, not. As in, my family is really supportive in what I wanted to do, and I chose because I'm a guy who, you know, like doesn't like exams, doesn't like a lot of academic stuff. I don't like writing a lot. Yeah, so I kind of like I'll call myself an art guy. I rather draw than write. Kind of. I rather create than writing. You know, like following like some type of rule or something. So it's like, yeah, I wanted to pursue music because I've been doing music my whole life. Like since young, you know, like typical Asian parent, typical Asian household, you gotta learn piano. You gotta take grade, you gotta take exams. But the different thing is I actually enjoyed the exams. I enjoyed the piano classes because I do notice that I have like a passion towards music. And of course, it's like it kind of makes me wanted to do music more in the future. That's why I went for this course. I went for a music degree, and my parents has no objections. They completely 100% support me doing this. They are willing to fund me, and I'm of course really thankful for that. So there's no drama. Everything was really smooth, really nice, and I'm really thankful for this, honestly. And I do know some people who wanted to pursue music but got like got object by their families, as like they wanted them to, because like in typical Asian, not really typical, like more traditional Asian household, like their thinking would be like people who does the creative side, maybe like a artist or like a designer or like a musician. It's like they don't earn as much money as like lawyers or doctors. So they wanted their kids to have a better future by pursuing those kind of jobs. But yeah, actually no, as in like we're in 2020 now. It's 2020, and people highly rely on media, on social media, on creative stuff, basically like designs, visuals, everything, audio, visual, like music. So as people, like you can see right now, music is huge worldwide, and people make money from music. People produce music and create music for a living, and they're still doing good. So what I would suggest is just follow your heart, go for what you wanted. And I really hope that parents nowadays could actually accept the fact that their children could go for like a more creative direction, could be a musician or be an artist. Just let the kids be what they wanted to be, and that's what I really hope.
Just go for it, right?
Yeah, definitely, just go for it.
So you know, with studying music and everything, you're studying okay, what is it called again?
Contemporary music.
Contemporary music. Is it
Audio
audio
technology?
technology? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So you were the last batch, right? Doing audio tech, if I'm not mistaken, in Sunway. I think now they've changed the major now to audio, like performance, music performance, if I'm not mistaken.
No, actually.
Oh, really?
Contemporary music, audio technology is still here.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm not the last batch. So we have like two courses. So like two music courses in Sunway University. One is the one I'm studying right now, contemporary music, audio technology. The other one is music performance. And music performance is more on the classical side. So it's like for those violinists or like vocal performers or like classical pianists, they could go for that degree course. And yeah, I'm not the last batch, but I think like my year is when the music performance course got founded. So yeah. But definitely I have juniors. I have juniors who went in to study the course after me, and yeah, there's like four more batches currently.
Lots of juniors.
Yeah, lots of juniors, a lot of juniors. And what I'm really glad is I see a lot of people, they can come and study music. It's like, because at first, at the beginning of this course in Sunway University, the first or second batch is only like 5-6 students in the class. And now it's like, I heard there's like 20 plus till 30 students in the class, which I really glad to know. You know, like parents are actually allowing their kids to study what they wanted.
Yeah, that's really good. No, the editing suite is going to be packed to the room that Khai is sitting in right now. It's going to be highly coveted.
Yeah, this room right here is going to be a whole lot of traffic.
Yeah, there's only one, right? For music students.
Yeah, there's only one.
Yeah,
man.
Gotta fight for it, huh?
Yeah.
Well, good thing you're an independent producer, then you can do everything in your home studio.
Yeah, in my home. Yes.
It's really good.
I do have a setup at home, so that's great.
Yeah. Any bedroom producer that I know, if I ask them about their studio, they're super proud of their studio. It's like their pride and joy. They put so much effort into making sure everything is within reach, and like if I get an idea, I can play it right away. Same with you, I'm guessing.
Yes, definitely. Shout out to you though. Shout out to Rumble Station. Like, they did the interview with Tom from Meraki, and yeah, I can see that he's really happy with setup. Yeah, like what you say, everything's like in his reach. Like, he had the monitors and stuff, got the laptop. We have like screens, like interface, everything, all the guitars. Yeah, so I would say, yeah, definitely, bedroom producers are super proud of their setups. Because we actually spent money and time and effort on making this happen, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you actually, because you know, your major in uni right now is audio technology, right? But I know so many of the students who study this course, they actually really want to be artists. Like they think maybe that initially that they want to be audio engineers or work behind the scenes, but as they go along in the course, I think, you know, given the opportunities to perform more and like the time to produce your own music, you suddenly realize that, hey, actually, you know, I want to be an artist. I want to be in the forefront. So do you experience something similar?
Actually, yeah, I do. When I first got into this course, I have nothing to I don't know what to expect. Actually, it's like, because I heard of like this course is all about like learning how to like engineer music, produce music, and learning music theory and stuff. So I was actually thought of pursuing a career as an audio engineer, kind of. And throughout the whole, like throughout the process till now, and I've been releasing my own music and stuff, and I do notice that, I can be an artist as well. It's like I could have the ability to like release music, so why not just go for it? Same with like quite a few of my friends. They do notice that as well, and they are like currently like writing their music and releasing their music as well. So I'll say definitely yes, there's something happening like this in our course, that's for sure. Like there are a few people who aspire to be artists, and they work really hard on their music and releasing their music as well.
Do you have like dreams of performing live at I don't know, Good Vibes?
Yes, I do actually. It's not like for me, right? I won't like dream that far yet. So I just gonna dream small, just hoping like people listen to my music first before I go to like big stages, you know. So yeah, I won't be expecting a lot from being an artist, from my work, but definitely I hope for the best, and I will take how much I could get. You know, I would just take it.
Yeah, gotta take what you get, right? Because there are actually not that many venues in KL that really kind of focus on the live music aspect of the venue.
Yes,
you know, most there are a lot of bars that happen to have live music, but there are only so few live houses. And I know most of them are kind of focused on bands and maybe solo artists. So like, you know, the like traditional solo with like sessionist musicians. So for in your case, as like more of a, like you produce more like EDM, chill hop kind of thing. So it kind of like I don't know how it, like what live performing opportunities are like for you in kind of the local music scene right now. Okay, not right now because you don't go out, but you know, in general.
I get you. So yeah, so like music I do, what we call is like sampling based music. So it's not acoustic. So yeah, to perform that, I can state out a few artists, for example, like Muramasa, for example, or even Jeremy Zucker. I went to one of their shows, and what they do is just for Jeremy Zucker, he's a solo singer, he's a solo artist, and he actually hired like a drummer and a guitarist with him when he's going on his shows, and he will like play like a background kind of sequence alongside the guitarist playing and live drummer is playing. So the whole live performance, it's more hyped, it's more up. It's like because of the drums of the live music and stuff. And what Muramasa did was he's a producer, so he actually had like a lot of setup, like keyboards, laptop, and a few of the like MIDI patches and everything, and he just kind of like play on it live, but mostly sequencing. So yeah, this type of music is actually this type of like performing is not as huge in Malaysia right now as like what you said. Like most live gig places, venues, they just focus on like really like only live music, which is just bands or like solo artists who plays acoustically. Yeah, so not much of like a sequence or like sampling based live performing environment. Yeah. So for now, maybe what we could do like to perform is just to play a sequence in the background and you just sing on top of it. Or even hire like one or two musicians to help you out to hype up the space.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're a hype man.
Hype man.
Yeah, that would be what your juniors are for.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Made a point.
come along. Get some experience, get
Good
work experience
suggestion.
with me.
Get more experience. Intern with me. I'm just joking.
Intern with Khai. Yeah, so actually that's an interesting kind of void and opportunity in a way. Something that I only really thought about after like having talked to you, because I realized that hey, actually, there are not a lot of live opportunities for people who do this kind of music, and there's so many people who do it now. Yeah, exactly. Like so many people are bedroom producers nowadays because it's so accessible. But the difference is going from the bedroom and getting on stage. But how do you mediate that? That there's a link missing there. So something to look into in the local scene actually.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts in general after having, experienced a little bit of the local music scene, as a as a musician, one, and then another one as a spectator, because you go and support all your friends, and of course also as a photographer, I'm sure that you work more behind the scenes, and there are other things that you experience that we don't really see. So how's that been like for you? How would you describe it?
Okay, talking about the local music scene, I would say it's definitely growing. It's growing day by day, and it's growing really fast for sure. As in like a lot of underground musicians right now, because of the social media, because of like it's helped like internet is really accessible and social media is really accessible, so they get to like promote their music in a really rapid way, and a lot of people will actually get in touch to Malaysia's underground music nowadays, which I really grateful for. And like they how to say, it's like a lot of people actually went to underground shows more than expected in some ways. So a lot of independent bands in Malaysia, they actually made it to big stages as well. So I'll say local music is definitely growing, and Malaysian audiences are definitely like keeping an eye on local music right now. Because if you talk about like a traditional mindset, it's like people in Malaysia, they were taught like a traditional mindset, not all of them, but some of them, they would think like local music is not as good as international music. For example, if you put like a song from a US artist and a song from a Malaysian artist, they'll just point at the US artist immediately. It's like, oh, this song is definitely better, without actually listening to it. But what I would say is, of course, like because the US music scene is huge, it's really well-built industry. So they had better quality music, that's for sure in one thing. But Malaysian music artists could definitely do as good as them. So there are actually a lot of Malaysian artists who do really well, and I'll say it's no like we don't lose to the US artists. Some of the US artists, like some of the Malaysian artists, are really talented. So was hoping like Malaysian audiences could like keep an eye on local artists and give more faith and support Malaysian local artists. I believe in them because they are actually really good and they are making it. So like for people who actually pay attention to Malaysian underground music, they will know like some of our Malaysian bands or artists are doing really, really well. And yeah, and for those who didn't pay attention to underground music, maybe you could keep an eye on it. Just go on Spotify, look for New Music Friday or like Made in Malaysia playlists and listen to local artists, definitely. And yeah, so the scene is growing, but because of the mindset, it takes time for people to change their mindset to like kind of polish their mindset. So it takes a while. If you want like Malaysian music scene to be as big as like Korea, for example, or like US, for example, we need the community support. We need Malaysians to really, really support our music, to be proud of our music, and of course to discover and listen to local music. And we as local artists, local musicians, we really, really appreciate the local support, definitely. We really wanted and needed the support from all of our friends, families, or like our local Malaysians. Yeah, definitely, yes.
Amen.
Amen. Amen to that.
Amen to that. That is very true. Yeah. Even like for my own research, Malaysian music is of good quality. It's mainly a perception thing that people just it's not marketed to them and they just don't know about it. People don't know about local music because you know how algorithms on all social media platforms work, including like Spotify. You keep getting fed the same things that you listen to and over again. Like if you listen to the same 5 songs, Spotify will make an on repeat playlist for you to keep listening to those 5 songs. You won't really go and explore Malaysian music unless you really have the desire to. So yeah, that's something that more local youth should kind of look into because there are lots of up and coming talents like Khai, for example, here.
No.
Yeah, they're really like worth a listen, and you find anything that you can find that you normally listen to, you'll probably be able to find something similar here as well.
Yeah, definitely. So I do encourage people to listen to local music, to discover it. It's because Spotify is doing a good job of like creating playlists that features local music. Like what I mentioned, Made in Malaysia. There's one called Chilla, and there's one called like Beat or Border Beats or anything. Yeah, like the playlist features local music. So if people could actually listen some from there, it's a really good start to get like exposed into local Malaysian music.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, now all of you have new playlist recommendations to listen to. No excuses now.
Yeah, no excuses now.
Time to get educated.
Yeah.
All right, so to close this interview, I've got a series of rapid fire questions to ask you.
Oh, let's do it.
Okay. If wealth or status weren't an issue, what would your dream career be?
An artist, producer.
Still. That's awesome.
Producer, yeah.
Oh, that's great. Okay, what's the strangest thing you've eaten?
Oh my god, worms. Like fried worms.
Like the ones in the silkworm, the small ones.
Yeah, the small ones.
Or unless like the big ones,
Gross.
like the Wichita grub big ones.
Small ones.
Okay.
Like
I've tried those too. They're not too bad, actually.
They're not too bad, okay.
Yeah,
not
not too bad. Okay, would you rather never be able to eat mamak food for the rest of your life?
No.
Or only be able to eat mamak food? I didn't even finish.
Oh.
Okay, never eat it or only ever be able to eat it for the rest of your life?
That's really hard. I'll say, maybe I would choose not eat it for the rest of my life, because if I actually eat mama only mama for the rest of my life, I would die early because of the high cholesterol.
Yeah, high
cholesterol. Food is good, but it's not healthy. That's like
diabetes,
it's a fact. You can't deny it.
Yeah.
So maybe not.
That's the sad truth.
Yeah, that truth is good, but.
All right. Would you rather be able to play any instrument you pick up at mediocre level, or be a master at your main instrument right now?
the first option to play any
Breadth.
instrument in the mediocre level.
Breadth over depth.
Yeah, because it's like if you know a lot of instruments, you can create a lot of sounds, and you could actually program the sounds. Yeah, I mean you can like make it sound really complex through post production. So you kind of cheat our way in.
Oh, nice. Time to pitch flex everything.
Yeah, pitch flex a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, complete this sentence. When I dance, I look like.
I look like a silly person. Because I can dance, that's one thing. I have no talent in dancing, and I look so silly, and I look like a weird guy, basically. Cringe. One word, cringe.
Yo,
That's the word.
if you could like produce your own music, shoot your own video, and dance in your own video, there'll be like a triple whammy.
It'll be so
right there.
cringe. You never want to watch that. Never
Shocks
want to
and
see that
only.
happen. Yeah, literally.
All right, final question. What's your favorite song?
That's a really good question. There's so many songs to choose from. Okay, I have one. I like America and America Likes Me, the 1975.
All right, nice.
Best song I've listened to till date. Yeah, that will be number one.
All right, awesome. All right, thank you so much, Khai, for your time. And thank you
No worries at
everyone
all.
for tuning in to Rumble Station, and we'll see you at the next video. Bye.
Bye guys.